and see how much we can help boost your credit score. We've helped thousands repair their credit so they can finally start qualifying for the purchases they've been dreaming about. Stop being held back from getting the things you want. Call 800-810-5969 to see how much we can help your credit score no matter how bad it is. Call now, 800-810-5969. That's 800-810-5969.
Tolerance is accepting someone before they walk through the door.
It's about accepting people for who they are as individuals.
Tolerance is celebrating the diversity that makes us great.
Tolerance. Honor the differences.
Picture a world of respect. Visit tolerance.org to learn more.
Hi, this is Bill Press. When you get to work, don't leave us in the car. Stream us live at WCPT820.com and listen all day because facts matter.
Searching, 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 searching.
I'm Teresa McDonald, and here are our news highlights from the family meeting. The pro-EU centrist Emmanuel Macron has won the French presidency with a decisive victory over the far-right Marine Le Pen that his supporters hailed as holding back the tide of populism. Macron, 39, a former economy minister who ran as neither left nor right independent, promising to shake up the French political system, took 65.1% to Le Pen's 34.9%, according to initial projections from early counts.
How about that man's wife? Huh?
I love it. Love it. North Korea said on Sunday it has detained another American citizen on suspicion of acts against the state, which it confirmed would make him the fourth U.S. citizen to be held by the isolated country amid diplomatic tensions. Kim Hak-sung, who was detained on Saturday, worked for the Pyongyang University of Science and Technology. A third U.S. citizen, Kim Sang-duk, was associated with the same school, was detained in late April for hostile acts. Experts estimate up to 7,000 bodies are buried on the University of Mississippi Medical Center campus. They are former patients of the state's first mental institution called the Insane Asylum. Built in 1855, an underground radar shows their coffins stretch across 20 acres of the campus, where officials want to build. But those officials have faced a steep cost, $3,000 to exhume and rebury each body, as much as $21 million in total. Now UMMC is studying the cheaper alternative of handling those exhumations in-house at a cost of only $400,000 a year for at least 8 years. It would create a memorial that would preserve the remains with a visitor center and a lab that could be used to study the remains as well as the remnants. Dear White People, I love it. The new Netflix series based on the film about the same name released in 2004, Dear White People, okay. has become one of the most talked about news shows this year. The series, created by Justin Simien, takes a humorous and unflinching look at racial politics by following the lives of several Black students at a fictional and predominantly white Ivy League school. This show has sparked some interesting conversations about issues like blackface, interracial dating, colorism, and police brutality, to name a few. All of these issues are brought forth through amazingly witty, sharp, and perceptive writing, making for some of the best one-liners on any screen in years. I know. Season 1 is available now on Netflix. This has been your TFM Radio Show News Highlights. And now, are you ready? Are you ready, really? It's family meeting time with your host, Eric Grant.
You're listening to Chicago's only independent progressive talk station, 820 AM WCPT Willow Springs and 92.5 WCPT FM DeKalb, Chicago's progressive talk. Do you have a pain that won't cease? A health issue that's not getting better? It may be time you visited Health on Earth Wellness Centers. With over 20 years experience, 4 Chicagoland locations, and patients that range from 2 months old to 93, Health on Earth Wellness Centers are fully prepared to meet all your chiropractic needs. We have state-of-the-art facilities in Crestwood, Tinley Park, the South Loop, in Naperville. Don't let being healthy be your last resort. Make it your first choice. Make an appointment today at healthonearth.org. That's healthonearth.org.
Hi, I'm Elvin Grant, Eric Grant's son. I listen to the family meeting.
This is Jackie Britt, manager of Fresh Start Daycare Center. My website is Fresh Start Daycare at Live. I listen to the family meeting.
It's family meeting time. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm your host, Eric Grant, in the space shuttle. Where does she go now? She's at the kiddie table. Hey, Lady B, make sure you come in here and holler at us today, all right? I got something to holler at you about, all right? Okay, so I get the thumbs up. I get the thumbs up. Thank you for that. Welcome to the broadcast. Visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. That's tfmradioshow.com, and enter your email address to join the family. You'll find our archived broadcasts there and our often requested music playlist. We're all over social media as well. Find us on Facebook at The Family Meeting Radio, on Twitter at TFM Radio Show, Google Plus, and streaming live right now on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube at The Family Meeting Radio, and we have it's working, right?
It is working.
And they can see us and everything?
They can see
Everybody
us.
wave. Everybody wave. Okay. You got to get there. You got to get to our YouTube
Absolutely.
channel. Because you get a chance to see the physical silliness that goes on.
And people who may be a little shy about calling, they can interact and place responses or questions right there on
Tresso's
YouTube.
right there on YouTube responding to your little craziness there as well.
Mhm.
So
I actually misspelled Ola. I was saying hello.
Oh.
And one of the guests said, "Thank you. We didn't know how to spell Ola." And he spelled it right. I said, "Well, that was the black version."
The family meeting is sponsored by Polaris' Save and Plan. We've been talking about it all year long. Here we are almost halfway through the year, and you ain't saved no money yet, have you? Sign up and get more empowering advice. Visit saveandplan.com to learn more. That's saveandplan.com. The conversation is not complete without you. We'd love to hear from you. The number is 773-763-9278. 773-763-9278. And the lines are blinking already. And I ain't said nothing crazy yet.
Not yet. We just got here.
But you know it's coming. Though.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's coming. Because this has been that kind of week.
Oh my God.
White men of the world unite. Ooh, you're talking about a white sausage party at the White House, boy.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Complete with cases of beer.
Well, let me tell you who our guests are today. First is you've been asking for. Matt's been asking for her.
Yes.
Small Biz Flo is here.
Hello.
She's here. That's Florence Hardy. You can see her website at Small Biz Flo. It's B-I-Z.
B-I-Z.
Smallbizflow.com for your tips that you need for your business.
Absolutely.
She's a Howard University graduate.
Of course.
HU.
You know.
And I don't cue y'all.
That's how we do. That's how we do.
And an attorney. Where'd you go to law school?
John Marshall.
That one, yeah. She went to John Marshall Law School. She's a lawyer too, one of those.
But I'm a good one of those.
Are you?
I am. I'm very
As
good.
opposed to the bad one.
As opposed to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Small Biz Flo. You should visit her website too. You really should, because she's got some great tips and advice on her site. Well, how about that? How about this? How about Flo damages the camera? See that?
Oh my word.
See that? Lady B, can you call security?
Our YouTube guests, give us 1 second here. We'll be back in just a moment. There's Flo. There's Flo. See her? She's up. She just wanted to up close. Look at her.
Okay, make sure you got it turned right, Flo.
I know. I'm trying to.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you how to turn it now. So turn it this way a little bit. Turn it toward me a little bit. Yeah. Okay, don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing.
She done messed it up.
See what the damn law degree does to you?
We done lost the whole broadcast.
See, it's back.
See?
There you go.
There you go.
That's why
Perfect.
nobody like you, because you be messing up their cameras all the time.
I
See that?
know, but I'm done. I'm not gonna touch stuff no
Too
more.
funny.
I'm gonna handcuff myself.
Our other guest today, who's not anywhere near the camera, is Derek Colton. Derek is the managing director
Yes,
for
yes.
Panacea.
Panacea.
Right. And I bet you wonder what that is.
Because
It ain't your little cousin, Panacea Johnson.
I was going to say
It ain't
Panacea.
If you were to tell them, Derek, what Panacea is, why don't you tell them?
So Panacea is it's an answer, a solution for a problem or a difficulty. It's a cure-all.
Okay, that sounds real highbrow. Real highbrow, don't it?
It
So-
does.
So mainly Panacea Group. It's panaceagroup.com. We help corporations improve their profit margin. We strictly focus on the bottom line. Numbers don't lie. And once we understand that, we also help you develop your business model. So it's a number of different things that we do, but
Right.
everything is toward growth.
Nice.
My man Derek Colton.
I
Hey,
like
listen, you know what? Derek went to Howard University.
that.
Yes, I did. I went there twice.
Am I the only one in this room that didn't attend Howard?
It looks
Oh my
like
God.
It's you.
Unfortunate.
You know. That's right, my friend. So how about this for a week, huh? This for a week. You know, I'm actually upset about a couple of different things. Let me start with the thing that I'm upset about that hasn't been all over the news like crazy. It's these people who are hating on President Obama for getting paid.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Right. And I don't mind the Republicans because that's what they do. But to hear Elizabeth Warren
Right.
and Bernie Sanders,
To get on him about that, yeah.
listen, I'm through with Bernie and Elizabeth now.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
me too.
Say it again.
I'm done with
Say
Bernie and
it.
Elizabeth.
Me too.
He can feel some
Yeah.
damn Bernie if
Yeah.
he wants to.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done.
done with Bernie and Elizabeth Warren unless they retract.
Yeah. Yeah, it was totally uncalled for. It was like I saw a meme on Facebook that said that President Obama can get paid for a speech. And it was, I got to find it. I couldn't get it right, but I got to find it. But it was like the juxtaposition to what they were saying about him and what he was actually doing was just totally uncalled for.
Right.
Totally uncalled for.
And in the meantime, he gives $2 million out.
Right.
He and Michelle give out $2 million, which is
Right.
more, incidentally,
And
Which
they
is
get
more.
paid.
and they never mentioned that.
Not at all.
Never mentioned that part of it.
No.
$2
No.
million. He's getting $400,000 for a speech, but he's going to give away $2 million. So where the rest of the money coming from?
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
They won't tell you that though.
So, you know, that is so, listen, I'm going to go there, right?
Yes.
They don't do that for no white dudes.
Never will. Never.
No, they don't do that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you didn't see anybody outraged.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So what are we supposed to feel when we see that? When we finally get, a lot of times we live through our lives and we don't get a chance to visualize the
Mhm.
possibilities.
Right.
Then we get a black man as president. So now we got a visual of the possibilities. And they spent all this time. What they really were saying is that's too much money for a black man.
Yeah.
That's
for
exactly
you.
what they're saying.
For you,
Yeah.
it is too much. Yeah.
Now, so they're upset with me now, right? The phones will start ringing, they'll be upset with me for saying that.
Right.
I don't really care. You save your call. It ain't gonna help.
Right.
It ain't gonna help.
Ain't gonna
Because we
help.
hear that, right?
Yeah.
We hear
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the visual that they want out there, or the narrative that they want out there, and they want you to buy into that. That's why they hated that, he was even elected to begin with, because now somebody's sitting around somewhere and believing that now I can
do this too.
I can do this too. I can be
Yeah.
anything I want to be now.
Yeah.
Versus going out and doing something antisocial.
Exactly.
If your child is between the age of 1 and 8, all they know is a black president.
That's all they know.
So that's been I would say one of the greatest things, and one of the greatest things you can do for any
Mhm.
human being
Mhm.
is to believe that you could be something much more than what you were born into,
And not only that,
And that you see around you.
and that you
every
see
day.
around you. I mean,
Mhm.
not the possibility. I mean, an 8-year-old, you can't tell an 8th grader nothing.
and those are some of the most
you can't tell an 8-year-old nothing.
those are some of the most influential years in a
Yes,
child's
yes,
life.
yes.
So can you imagine the thoughts that they're having in their head?
Yeah.
The equality, the inclusiveness, they don't see color. And the folks that we have in Washington right now are actually trying to bring us back
Yeah.
75, 100 years ago. And they want to change the thoughts and the visions in these young minds. And it's not working. They're not going.
Look at this. And now that 8-year-old saw Obama
Mm.
once they began to comprehend. So
Mhm.
maybe age 4 all the way to the age of 8.
Thank
And now they see Trump.
They see Trump.
So they're like, we way better than
They
this.
hate him.
We're way better than them.
If they could vote today,
Oh yeah.
It would have been a done deal.
But the good thing about having an idiot like that in the White
Yes.
House, is, especially after you've seen Obama,
Yes.
is you get a chance to say,
Yeah.
they start to believe white folks are idiots.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Mm.
I hate to say it's a good thing. I don't want to say that, but it counteracts what society tends to teach everybody
Yes.
about black
It's
folks
balancing
being
the
some kind of
weights.
way.
The weights are being
Right.
balanced.
So you get a chance to see just how you get to juxtapose it, see just how
Mhm.
dumb
Mhm.
it can be.
Mhm.
You know how my life, Tressa knows how my life has a tendency of wandering through streams. And so I had a chance to meet our girl, our fellow HU alum, HU, Isabel Wilkerson, the author of Warmth of Other Suns.
Okay.
She spoke, Brett invited me to a luncheon where she spoke. And so the book she wrote here, The Warmth of Other Suns, and we're trying to get her on the broadcast, by the way. She'll be in Chicago next, at the end of the month. Plus she went to Howard. She better bring her ass.
Can't come to Chicago and go to Howard and not come
know.
here.
It's blasphemous.
Mess around and get choked out.
All right.
So anyway, the talk she gave talked about the lengths that society went to in the South to ostracize black people in Jim Crow South. At their own expense. She told one story about them building a train station. And they got to have bathrooms in the train station, but you can't have black folks going to the same bathroom as white folks.
Right.
So they're forced to increase their budget out of their tax dollars to build additional bathrooms for black folks. That's the length that they would go to back then.
To not have to deal with us.
Just to not have to work with black folks. And she talked about the laws they passed. There was a law she pointed out where you weren't allowed to walk down the stairs at the same time as a white person.
Wow.
That, we know about having to step off the sidewalk if they came along.
That's terrible.
All manner of, and if you read the book, you'll see these things in the stories she tells, and she builds the book out. Incidentally, it was a 15-year project. She interviewed people over 15 years to write this book. And she got, stories about people who migrated from the South and why they migrated and what was going on with them. There were people being lynched every 4 days at a certain point. Every 4 days they were lynching somebody, burning them or hanging them. And I'm leaving if that's happening.
Right,
I'm not going to be next. That's not going to happen. But then you fast forward to now, and you look at what the Republicans in Congress did to the healthcare law. And they don't really give a damn about, apparently, their seats. They don't care about 24 million people estimate falling off of health insurance. They don't care about these pre-existing conditions. They clearly don't understand how insurance works.
Not at all.
Not in the least.
Not at all.
No.
Don't even have a clue.
But here's the thing, though. I believe they do understand. They don't care because they have Obama derangement syndrome. They just wanted to get that man.
That's a pre-existing condition, though. That won't be covered.
They wanted to get whatever they could rid of that man.
They would.
That's all it was about. And so for me, it kind of was full circle and listening to Isabel talk about the length that society will go to. And I think nowadays they go to these lengths unknowingly. I think it's just part of the DNA of society.
Or are they tricking us?
No, I think it's just part of the DNA. I think that's
Are
what
they
you
tricking
do.
us? Are they really going to do what they're saying they're going to do? Or are they, setting us up to make it look like they're going to come out of the bag and work this all out and provide the saving grace of healthcare bill so everybody can get reelected? Because right now, the Republicans are out of here.
Well, I mean, I was reading an article too. It's like flip-flop. So right after Obama got elected, then all of the Republicans got voted out too, right?
Over the healthcare law, by the way.
Right. So it's
Right.
the same thing. It's a flip-flop.
It's the same thing.
Except Democrats don't show up.
Don't say that.
They don't show
Mary,
up.
Mary is going to get you.
Who's Mary?
Mary Mounts. She told
I
you
ain't
last
afraid of
week.
no Mary. I ain't
She
afraid of no
told
Mary.
you last week. Stop saying Democrats aren't all.
They don't show up.
She gonna get you.
Listen, you need to understand that at the very least, I'm shaming them into understanding.
I agree. I mean, it has been proven over time. If something doesn't quite go the way we think it should go, or we get a little fickle about something, we'll just the heck with it. I talked to 2 different people this week, this week about this issue in and of itself. And I specifically asked them the question, did you vote for the one currently occupying the White House? And how do you feel about what's going on right now?
You ask people a certain kind of way. Like, I'm finna whoop your behind.
Yeah. Right. You're right. That paw, small paw.
Yeah.
You're rolling up on people.
Like your mama when you broke that, did you break this vase?
Maybe that's why I can't get the answers that I want.
No, you're not asking people. You're rolling up on
I'm
people.
rolling up.
Right.
There is a difference.
Yeah, they can feel you. They want to say no when you come around asking
Exactly.
that question.
Oh no, we
Just
know
let me
what she's
get-
talking about.
Let me
We
get
know
on the
what
next
answer
bus
we
out of
need.
here. Trying to get on the next bus so I can get away from her. She's crazy. The number is 773-763-9278. Let's get into that. And I want to reference something that Paul talked about last week that I think is relevant to this conversation about healthcare. 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
On this, boy, you're wrong, 'cause all I dream about is our first kiss. And you're the first one to make me feel like this. And this is one opportunity.
This is Attorney Darnell Lyles. We'd like for you to keep listening to the Family Meeting.
You are wondering if the words I'm saying are.
Do you have a pain that won't cease? A health issue that's not getting better? It may be time you visited Health on Earth Wellness Centers. With over 20 years experience, 4 Chicagoland locations, and patients that range from 2 months old to 93, Health on Earth Wellness Centers are fully prepared to meet all your chiropractic needs. We have state-of-the-art facilities in Crestwood, Tinley Park, the South Loop, and Naperville. Don't let being healthy be your last resort. Make it your first choice. Make an appointment today at healthonearth.org.
25 years, the Center for Economic
healthonearth.org.
Progress has helped low-income working families become more financially stable through our free tax and financial services. Each year, over 1,000 volunteers help prepare tax returns at no cost for more than 20,000 families across Metro Chicago. On average, the Center for Economic Progress helps each family receive a tax refund equivalent to 6 weeks of their annual salaries. Visit the Center for Economic Progress at www.economicprogress.org or call us at 312-252-0280.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. All benefits are subject to policy definitions, limitations, and exclusions. For details, visit qualityoflifeinsurance.com.
Building a solid insurance plan is like building a place to live. It takes different materials to make it comfortable.
What about a castle? Isn't it just made of stone?
Castles are drafty, but that's not the point. Homes use different building materials, and you need different insurance coverage to give you security.
What about a teepee? Isn't it just made out of one thing?
Skins and poles, but let's stay focused. Quality of Life Insurance is affordable insurance from a leading company and can provide benefits if you're disabled or suffer a serious illness or injury and need help to preserve your lifestyle.
So it's a modern structure to meet my insurance needs.
Exactly.
Find out more, contact the Polaris Insurance Agency. Visit polarisadvice.com or call 312-951-2606 to learn about how we can help you make a plan for your future. That's 312-951-2606.
Kiss the back of my neck bone. Make it hot like Louisiana. Shoot, that's so good.
Sweet like sweet. This is Pam Jackson, business consultant in Chicago. Welcome back to the Family Meeting.
773-763-9278 is the number. We are back. And before we went to break, we talked about the healthcare bill. So as we sit here with our guests, Derek Colton, Managing Director of Panacea Group, and Florence Hardy from smallbizflow.com. You know, this whole healthcare thing has really, really started something, because you get to see on the very surface all of the white faces that crafted. I'm trying to diplomatically put this together without.
I see you thinking
you
about
see me
it. I
thinking
see
about
you
it.
trying to choose the right word.
Listen. When we talk about, and I don't mean to jump subjects here real quick, but when they talk about Barack Obama being weak, a weak president, was he weak or was he diplomatic? Did he think about his responses other than this idiot we got right now that just blurts out the first thing that comes out of his stupid brain? Think about that.
Yeah.
So when we look at this healthcare bill, I want to know. I truly have a question, because basically everything that I heard, just being a woman is a pre-existing condition. Just being born a female is being a pre-existing condition.
Well, the thing is that everybody's running around with their hair on fire. This is not a thing. It's not a thing. It's got to go to Senate, and then the Senate's going to write a whole new bill. It's got to go back to conference. It's got to go back to Congress again, and then back to the Senate. I mean, it's not a thing.
Are they going to send it through CBO this time? Because remember, they've refused.
The CBO scores automatically.
Okay,
It just takes some time to do it, and they didn't want to wait.
But it's not a thing though. It's just not a thing. They're having a white sausage party, and it's not a thing.
Right.
Hey, did you see that movie Sausage Party?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
La la.
You remember last week, Paul from Seattle pointed out the productivity or lack thereof. He talked about GDP across the country.
Yes.
And he said that if you divided GDP into all 50 states, that the bottom third of the GDP
were red states.
Were all red states.
All red states.
The bottom third. All the Confederate states and all those things. So these are also the same people who took maximum advantage of Obamacare.
Of Obamacare, exactly. And they are the ones who stand to lose it the most.
And Medicaid.
They didn't even know that the ACA and Obamacare
Was
were
the
the same
same
thing.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? How do you not know?
Because they live
changed
where
the
they
name
live.
on
That's
you.
why.
Exactly.
I don't understand.
I know, because you ain't from Mississippi.
You right. You right.
Crooked letter I. That's what it crooked.
Right.
Oh my God.
I mean, these same states are among the worst in terms of education. They're the worst in terms of the overall health of the population. Right? They need health care.
Yeah.
They need education. They need everything. They need education to know the difference between Obamacare and ACA.
Wait, that there is no difference.
Yeah.
But there is no difference.
And
right.
they consistently vote against their own best interests. I never understood that.
But they have no idea they're voting against their own interests.
Because
Why is
someone
that?
told them otherwise.
Yeah,
They don't have their own thoughts. Someone
So the
told
lack
them.
of intellectual curiosity
Yes.
leads them down this path
Absolutely.
of righteousness.
If I don't want to think for myself and you tell me this is what's best for me,
Mm.
all right.
And you're the president.
How about the senator that said that people who lead Christian lives don't have pre-existing conditions? Really?
Well, I didn't hear that.
They voted for that dude too.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
We should have just said
You can't even get it out.
how about some representatives vote for a bill they never even read?
No one had time to read this thing.
They
Like,
admitted
no
that on
one-
national TV that they didn't even read this thing.
I mean, you got to fail to realize most Republicans, if not all Republicans, have never experienced struggle, right? The fact that they grew up in a family of Republicans mean they pretty much were well-to-do, meaning they went to the right schools, they had the good relationships. Republicans take care of each other. So, some of this is like, I've never experienced this before, so I have no idea what you're talking about. All I know is that this is how I grew up. And since I grew up this way, this is which way I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's no
Tradition for that.
perspective.
Yeah. And
Tradition.
then when you talked about the Democrats saying that they don't stand up, their mind condition is they were broke before, now they're Democrats. So their mentality is a passive one.
It is passive.
It doesn't matter their title or
It's not even passive
Democrat.
aggressive. It's just passive.
It's just passive.
Yeah. Looking for a hug all the time.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
Roll up on somebody with their fist up.
We
say,
gonna
"You
get in
wanna
a
hug?"
whole heap of trouble.
Oh,
You let that bill go through. It's a good job. I got this good job. I ain't gonna lose my good job for nobody.
All right. Let's get Michelle from California, a state that got some sense. California got some sense.
California got some sense.
Hey, Michelle, how you?
It's Mitchell, but it's okay.
Uh-oh.
I find it disingenuous on the part of Hillary Clinton to remind all of us why she lost the election. And I think one of the parts that she brings up is that because she's a woman. Well, if that were true, then why did Ann Richards, the governor of Texas, we've had governors in other states like Michigan. So if that were true, then why did those people vote for a woman governor in other states. Also, what I think people don't realize is that the media, got it wrong on the polling. Okay, they admitted they felt so sorry. They said, "Oh, we got this wrong." But you know who got it right? The right got it right, because they said, "Hey, Hillary, you have higher negatives." And I always thought this was kind of intriguing, because one of the points was that she was polling consistently at 36% negative among women during the 18-month primaries. And I thought, wow, that's really interesting. For the first time, we'd have a female president. I thought this would be really, a wonderful thing. But when it came out that 53% of white Christian women voted for Trump, you have a problem. You can't have it both ways. So be careful of who you decide to put in the box, because when your team doesn't support your candidate, you look pretty silly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Mitchell. I appreciate it, man.
Sure.
Take care. She lost. I hated to see her come out there babbling about she lost. She didn't go to Wisconsin. She didn't go to Pennsylvania.
Right. That's true.
She blew that.
And she actually
owned
that. She owned that. She didn't specifically. That's what I hate about this, the sound bites that people want to put out there. She didn't just say, I lost because I was a woman, or I lost. But she actually owned her responsibility. She said, I was the candidate. I was the one that was out there running. I was the one who didn't do this, or I was the one who didn't do that. Now, did she add a few caveats to that? Absolutely.
She had a lot of caveats.
Well, we also know that those caveats affected some people's thinking, but she didn't ultimately blame it on her being a woman as why she lost. She didn't do that. She took responsibility.
Bad advertisement is good advertisement.
Thank you.
Because every time Hillary came out, she talked about Trump.
That's right.
She didn't talk about her points.
Sure
she didn't talk about her.
She didn't talk about
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She said, look what he just said.
And every single time, listen, and every single time we see him do something, it's proving her right every single time. So whether or not we liked her as a candidate, whether or not she had negatives, they all had negatives. Am I right? But
she lost, though, because of what she did.
And that's true. She owned that.
She lost twice. She
did.
Lost to Obama, and she lost to that idiot.
She did.
She should have never lost to Obama.
She did.
For that matter. You know she shouldn't have lost to Obama.
I agree. I didn't vote for him in the
too.
Primary the first time. I didn't vote for Barack in the primary. I voted for Hillary. Do you know what I'm saying?
You one of them sellouts, huh?
I see now.
I got to sell out.
Half sellout.
I went no, because we're talking about the primary, the 2008 primary. So
you didn't vote for the brother?
No, I didn't vote for the brother because the brother had no experience whatsoever.
You sell out, man. You sell out, man.
Who has experience to be president?
Well, Hillary has a ton of it.
There's no track record. No, Hillary has been around the presidency for a long time. You would think she should know what to say and what not to say. And I don't care what you say. You can.
Well, see, that's the problem that I have.
You can't mention a product, whether it's a person or not, over and over again, because psychologically it sticks in someone's head.
Well, I guess I can respect her for that, though, because what she said and what she put out there, she held for that. She didn't just one day say, oh, this, and then change her mind and say something totally different. When she said something wrong, she held for that.
She's done. She's done.
Well, she knows that. And I don't think that her resurfacing right now is even about trying to influence anything one way or the the It's more about.
She can't.
But there are still people.
Right.
There are still people.
There are people, a lot of people who are disappointed.
And there are still people who want to see and hear from her because
I ain't one of them.
How much? I wonder how much she get. I wonder how much does she get paid?
Well,
to give a speech.
That's what I'm
going to hear that, will you?
Don't start that now. Then they'll think that you're beating up on the white women. See that? Then you got a problem. Let's get Verlon. He's calling from the South Side. Verlon, what's up, man?
How y'all doing?
Fantastic.
All right. I ain't talked to you in about 2 months. And
where you been, man? See, that's what happens when your cousins get locked up or something. I've been out for 2 months. I've been out working.
No. You gave me a book report, but it doesn't matter because I told you that they're not going to let him have that signature, his signature accomplishment, which was healthcare. I told you that they were going to do whatever they could to pass their own healthcare. So this thing is going to get passed. But I got a surprise for you. I love it. You want to know why? Because it boils down to freedom. You cannot tell somebody else what they need. You can't tell me that my deductible, all my life, one of my healthcare deductibles was $500 and the other one was $0, was HMO. It goes up to 5 times what it was. It goes from $500 to $5,000. because I got to pay for somebody that don't want to get off their butt and work. Let me tell you something. I love it because I got the right not to have it. I got the right to go to a job and negotiate my health care at work. And when it comes down to the pre-existing condition that you all been talking about, we got 320 million people in this country. You can't jeopardize. I saw the numbers. It's 11 million with pre-existing condition. You can't jeopardize 320 million people for 11 million.
So
they're going to do high risk. They're going to do high risk pools.
So Verlon, back up a second, man. So because you said a lot there, so I want to give you some tidbits, all right, and then we can talk about it in depth. But what you just described flies in the face of basic actuarial science. You have to have healthy and sick people in the same pool to stabilize rates for everyone.
Thank you.
If you separate them out, then you make the rates crazy.
Obamacare was failing. It was doomed to fail since the beginning. You just can't.
You didn't deal with what I just said, bro.
He didn't hear a word you said.
You didn't deal with what I just said.
You said you got to put both of them in it. But you didn't hear what I said. They are putting billions, not a billion, billions of dollars in a high risk pool. And those people.
No. That doesn't work. If you look up, give me some more homework now. Look up ICHIP, the Illinois Comprehensive Health Insurance Plan.
Thank you.
Look up all of the high risk pool plans that have happened over the last 20 years and see what happened to them. See what they cost. Whether those are failed or not, we got to see what this one does. Because I tell you one thing, Medicaid ain't doing so good. We got $210 trillion in unfunded liabilities. We haven't paid for the Medicare. I mean, people think money. Wait a minute, Medicare or Medicaid? Which one are you talking about? Medicare or Medicaid?
Both of them are in debt. Both of them are.
Oh no, Verlon. No, they're not.
Okay.
Right now, wait a minute. This is what.
Okay.
Verlon, hold on a second. This is what this is all about. This is not about health care. This is not about providing you or I with health care. This is about the Republicans getting their hands on those trust funds that support Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security. Right now, today, Social Security is sitting on a $2 trillion trust fund. Medicare is sitting on a $1.6 trillion trust fund. These are excess funds. Medicaid, however, is the one that isn't sitting on as much as about $500 billion right now. And what happens is because Medicaid is the largest provider of long-term health care in this nation, it's not Medicare, it's Medicaid. Long-term health care, Medicaid is the largest provider to that. And those are sitting, hold on. The ACA Act put into that act, he had it written in there, laws to where these trust funds cannot be dissolved. So it's like if you're sitting across from a bank and the bank's vault is just sitting wide up and the guard steps away from guarding the vault and you want to go in there and get some money because you see it. But time you get up there, there's an invisible force here that you never saw. You want head on into it. That's what the Republicans did with this new healthcare law. They want to get their hands on that money, period.
Where does the $220 trillion deficit come from in unpaid liabilities of this
there. That's not true. That's what they're telling you.
Oh, my
Use
God.
your intellectual curiosity and research that yourself. And then come back next week because you missed the Black Asian dude.
No.
He was here last week.
Yeah, I love him. but you telling me that we all have accounts. We don't have accounts where as though it adds up to this trust fund. It's all a Ponzi scheme. They take money from me to take care of the elderly.
No, that's the definition of insurance, man. That's how you define insurance. You get the healthy people pay for the sick people because one day the healthy people are going to be sick and the healthy people then will pay for them. That's how insurance works.
You're taking away people's freedom, man. If this is a free country, that's socialism.
Did you complain when they told you needed to have insurance on your car? Did you
You said
complain?
what?
Did you complain?
A car is a privilege. You don't have to buy a car.
But did
don't.
you
can take public
complain?
transportation.
That's not my
Did I
question,
complain?
Verlon. Did you
Did I
complain
complain
when they made it
when I had to have
mandatory
insurance?
that you have to have that? Since everybody has to have insurance on their cars, that means rates are generally across the board about the same or lower, some higher.
Because you
based
drive
on
crazy,
risk.
Verlon. I got to pay higher car insurance.
If you want to drive, yeah, you got to get insurance. But I'm just living. You can't make me buy insurance just to live and exist. That's against freedom.
Okay, so Verlon,
that makes it socialism.
Verlon, let me ask you one simple question then. So for the people who don't have health insurance, who get hit by a car, or get shot, and they go to the emergency room in county, who pays? Who pays for the services they get?
The taxpayer. The taxpayer pay for it. Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, you may not like having to get insurance. It ain't about you because you get insurance. It's about the people who don't get insurance. And if they don't get insurance, if we don't make them get insurance, you are going to pay the bill in county hospital. So you're paying for it already.
Yeah, they're going to tax you regardless, but I can always move somewhere where it's lower taxes if I get tired of it.
Like what, Canada? Because it's
Indiana. There's a lot lower taxes.
It'd be fun living in Indiana. That's fun. Yeah. Hey man, I gotta move. I appreciate you, man. Keep calling, all right?
All right,
man.
week.
Take care. That's just a fundamental They don't understand insurance.
Right.
No. You don't understand pools and
$8 billion in a high risk pool to be spread across 50 states is not nearly
that ain't gonna work. It's not enough money.
Not nearly enough.
You can't do nothing about that when they don't understand.
No,
you know.
I'm saying, like my grandmother used to say, arguments for convenience like integrity.
Oh, say that again.
Arguments for convenience like integrity.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell him that, but he might say something about my grandmother.
You can't have that.
I gotta get that number, write that number down. Google Map it for real.
We talking crazy tonight, bro.
Google Map for real.
All right, the numbers. I'm gonna get to you guys. I see Dave calling from Sacramento, Steve from the Gold Coast, Christine, Conspiracy Brother.
Yeah, we know who that is.
Tim.
That's my business flow man calling right there.
773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Every time that we meet, skip and we dip to the weekend. What in the world could be better than getting together? Yeah.
This is Jason Brown, General Counsel of Dyson and Howard University alum. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
That's why your mama told you that you couldn't go out. Stay in the house.
The Law Office of Darnell Lyles is ready to help you, whether it's personal injury, criminal, DUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9-LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck.
You better call Danielle.
Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI?
Think you better call Danielle.
Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony?
I think you better call Danielle.
Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm?
I think you better call Danielle.
When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home?
I think you better call Danielle.
That's right. You better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles. Darnell Lyles.
Itsashort.com. The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITFASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
Are you looking for the best residential and commercial laundry service in the Chicagoland area? Then you want PleaseDoMyLaundry.com. That's PleaseDoMyLaundry.com.
Sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I won't. Depending on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul.
This is Susan Manuel, www.ablconsulting.net. Welcome back to the family meeting.
Welcome back to the broadcast, cousins. We are all over social media. Join us right now. We are on YouTube. I want to say hello to our YouTube listeners and followers. We have Michael Powell. We have Jazz So 60, Margaret, Lisa, S. Powell. Just join us on our Facebook page. The Family Meeting Radio Show. We're all over Twitter, Google+. And again, live streaming right now on our YouTube channel.
So you know what, man? These people, you get what you deserve.
You do.
You get what you deserve. So what they've effectively done is snatched out the safety rug off from under them. Right? They got no health insurance. Education ain't gonna get no better.
And they mad.
Yeah.
They mad.
So watch now as things start to tumble the wrong direction. He starts blaming the Mexicans. It's all the Mexicans' fault. You don't have health insurance because of them damn Mexicans, right? And then black people and their welfare, that's the reason you ain't got no health insurance. See?
Hasn't he done that already? I mean, everything that's gone wrong is somebody else's fault.
It's always Obama's fault.
Yeah. He blamed Flynn on Obama. Did you hear that?
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yes.
We hired him because Obama said he was okay.
Yeah. They said that they went off the vetting of the Obama administration and used that as a basis for hiring Flynn.
But see, here's the thing, though. What he says is not important to me. It's those yahoos. Like, Obama. Them idiots. That's what I'm worried about.
Because it's a lot of them.
It's a ton of them.
It's done.
They've voted all kind of idiots in all the time. All the time. Okay, let's get Dave in Sacramento and see what's on Dave's mind. You gonna pick on us today, Dave?
No, but you're right. You're absolutely emphatically correct. All of them deserve to get what they deserve. And the ones that deserve it the most are the ones that voted for Trump, including the ones that are Democrats as well. So here all these people were saying that, okay, the Affordable Care is too expensive. Because it's the pre-existing condition, people. And some you may not like. And then all of a sudden you get the Republicans that are lying on the radio show. You know what they're saying? This is what they're saying. You have access to insurance. Oh, you have access to insurance, but you won't have access to pre-existing condition. That's the biggest problem. So in other words, we're not going to go ahead and pay for a pre-existing condition, but the states will give state a waiver. We'll give them a waiver so that way they have an opportunity. You follow me so far?
Yep.
So what's going to happen? Watch this. So basically, these people are the ones that are saying that, okay, let's let the states opt out on the pre-existing condition. So they will be the ones to be in charge whether they're going to go ahead and pay the pre-existing condition or not. Okay, let's say California doesn't want to opt out on the pre-existing condition. They want that one to be paid. But Alabama doesn't. They want to go ahead and opt out. So that way the taxpayer will not pay for the pre-existing condition. And if they want access to insurance, their insurance will end up being skyrocket. So all these people are going to say, well, wait a minute here. If California is getting free health care and they're not getting the pre-existing condition paid for, hey, let's all move to California or let's move to Florida. So basically, under the 14th Amendment, isn't that equal means equal? That will be shot out. That'll be shot all the way to the United States Supreme Court. That, like gay marriage, remember gay marriage? That California gets to get married, but Alabama does not, or North Carolina gets to be married, but Montana does. That's to call discrimination. So all these people saying, well, I don't got a problem with I don't got a problem with gay marriage. I don't got a problem with gay people. I just got a problem with gay marriage. Or basically, you have access to all health insurance, but we don't have, basically, we're not going to let you go ahead and be access to pre-existing condition where we're going to end up paying for it. So we got a problem here. These people that are stupid that voted for Trump are bitching, saying that, basically that's basically what they're saying, that the pre-existing condition is not going to get paid for, and they're the ones they deserve to get what they deserve because you voted for the guy. Now
and they're going to get it.
This is going to be gone.
Yeah,
so there.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it, man. And they're going to get it too. They're going to get it.
They're going to get it.
Yeah,
I think they won't understand where it came from for the same reason that you just stated, right?
No.
Trump is going to say, "Oh, well, this is the reason that this happened for you."
So how does he do that though? How does he marginalize the women that actually carried him to victory? Because that's what we're talking about, right?
You get ready to say something that makes sense?
Yeah. How
it doesn't apply. You understand it, right?
It does. It does. How does he marginalize those people?
See,
because his health care bill in and of itself.
Chelsea, that don't make no sense. So you're trying to wonder why an idiot didn't do something that makes sense?
Right.
Come on, man.
Is he trying to get reelected again? I mean,
share some of that weed with your boys.
Started his reelection campaign. Started commercials.
Now that's
already.
Funny. That's
ridiculous.
Funny.
Already.
Listen. The really important question about him is, why he wrap his hair around his head like that? Why he do that?
Right.
Who let it? I'm sorry. I keep asking and I can't get an answer.
I think that's why his daughter is there. His daughter is his personal assistant for a reason. She don't want to keep them bobby pins out of there. She don't want to make sure the orange tint is just right. You know, because he can't trust that to nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You can't see. That's the thing we can't do is to try to make sense out of something that don't make sense. Right?
He almost made me want to just start a tour, a comedian tour. And just use everything that they say. Just watch CNN, and then I got my whole. I got my whole
lots of material. Lots of material.
I got material ready for the night.
SNL was on life support until Trump. They are totally revived.
They are killing the chief of staff went through it. That's what got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be a straight dum-dum to do like that. Yeah. Let's get Steve from the Gold Coast. Steve, what's on your mind, man?
Well, a number of issues that you've raised, and it's a really interesting topic of conversation. I do think the previous statement that was made with regard to Republicans, this notion that that they're detached from the realities of the rest of us. If it were truly that were the case, then if the Republican Party would make up 5% of the electorate. I mean, but the problem is, as you pointed out already, that we have a lot of people who are voting against their own self-interest, dyed-in-the-wool Republicans. People voted Republican their entire lives and are barely scraping by in this country. So it's not the case that it's just billionaires and millionaires. I understand actually why those people might vote Republican. If you have millions of dollars, you want to keep as much of it as possible. So you might vote Republican. The confusing part for most of us is, it leaves us scratching our heads, is why is it that all these other people are voting Republican when it in no way, shape, or form benefits you?
It's that person in rural Alabama who's extracting teeth with some rusty ass pliers in his garage.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. In addition to GDP for those states, by the way, you can measure. You can go online and you can look at from the American Political Science Association site. You can measure just how much states like California, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts pay in X number of $1.25, $1.65, $1.85, and versus what they get back in terms of $1. And then you can compute states like Mississippi. For people who don't know it, half of Mississippi's operating budget comes from the federal government. To show you, and talk about a state that continues to vote red, but gets half of its money from the rest of us, who, by the way, live in those liberal states that they hate. All of us, people who are engaged in sin every day, apparently paying their way. But they have no shame about taking our tax dollars to fund their every.
Well, you got to give it to them, though, Steve. They've been successful in painting a narrative, as wrong as it is. They've been successful in convincing a bunch of people that what's fact is not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing, and you did a good job in terms of the previous caller to talk about, what he pays in terms of healthcare costs. Oh, first of all, Was I living on some alternative universe, on an alternative Earth, whereby health insurance costs were not rising exponentially faster than the cost of living before the Affordable Care Act?
Now, that's an inconvenient truth. That's a very inconvenient truth.
So, I mean, we saw they were rising at a rate 3 times that of inflation for decades. And so this gentleman who was calling in to suggest that somehow magically, since the Affordable Care Act got passed, his rates have shot through the roof, as have deductibles, as if this wasn't a problem beforehand. And secondly, and you pointed out, and it was a wonderful point because I was going to make the exact same point. You know, it's akin to when we talk about how much we pay for fuel when we go to gas up our cars. It's not just what you pay at the pump, because if we have to engage in military action and cost trillions of dollars in places around the world in order to ensure that petroleum and oil continues to flow freely, that means that gas actually costs you a lot more than what it does at the pump. That's just what you paid at the pump. It also costs you trillions of dollars in military expenditures when we fight, when we engage in wars in order to secure that oil, so that it continues to fight. So the real cost is closer to $9 or $10 or $12. So don't tell me that looking for alternative sources of energy means that something that has to compete with $3 a gallon gas. No, it has to compete with $11 a gallon gas. So again, people don't know that they have got to connect these various issues, and people don't understand just how much. You can look at the data. How much do sick people cost us in this society? How much productivity don't we have in America because someone has got a family and they cannot leave their job? They've got the best new idea for a new app online, for a new product, for something. They'd like to start their own company, but they cannot leave the company they're with now because in America, we have this uniquely strange system, unlike Germany or France or Japan or Canada, where your job is tied to your health care. Right. And that's where it comes from. Yeah. And so I can't leave to start a new entrepreneurial venture. What does that cost our economy? What does it cost our economy when people who don't have health insurance get sick and they have to wait because they can't go to a doctor and they go to an emergency room and under the current system they don't cure you, they don't treat you until you're emergent. And then when you come back, it's going to cost us 50 times as much to treat you when your appendix explodes. Sorry, we understand you have appendicitis here. Take some aspirin, go home. Come back
and wait for it to explode. Right,
right, and then it costs $25,000 for us to treat you. Yeah. And again, it's not some magic fairy dust that comes down from somewhere. Somebody has to pick up that bill at Cook County Hospital. And so it's you and I and everybody else who picks it up. So don't tell me as if somehow you're not already paying for these people. And when these people are sick and can't go to work, then that means someone else has to be hired, someone else has to be trained, our GDP suffers. Right. I mean, you can go through a long list of why.
I think that's the mistake I think that's the mistake that we make as a society, is that we don't make the business case for this. We're too busy doing a benevolent case for having health insurance.
Oh, yes. We're acting as if this were some sort of giveaway. I mean, when Canadians were asked a decade ago, who is the most important historical figure in the history of Canada, they chose a representative from a small rural portion of Canada, the man who conceived the idea of universal single-payer health care in Canada. Why? That's how much the Canadians love their health care. Where in Europe, anywhere else where they have single-payer, is there a hue and call to move to an American-style system? No way. No one wants our system.
Nobody.
I want this ragged ass system.
Marching in the streets. No one. So, I mean, we may be actually sort of worried about something that may be the greatest thing that ever happened to us. That having passed this, that they now have their names attached to it. That for years they were running on the notion of repeal of the Affordable Care Act because they could point out the things that weren't perfect about it. Absolutely was not perfect. I think we should have single payer. Having said that, now they have to own this if it actually goes into law and they repeal it, because everybody in America knows somebody, even if it's not themselves, who has a friend, a relative, a coworker, somebody who's going to suffer as a result of this.
Yeah, you're right, Steve.
With public policy, once you have something and you lose it, you know about it, as opposed to never having it. People have had a taste now of what it means to have health care in this country and to have it subsidized, and they like it.
Yeah.
And now that you take it away, and people don't care necessarily about how much tariff China's going to pay, because it's not part of their day-to-day life.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. Steve, I appreciate it, man. Thanks again, dude.
Turn out the vote. Thank you.
Thanks. Steve had a mouthful for us.
Man, but he was dead on right on that one.
See, you can't go around making sense. You just can't. This last election proved that you just can't walk around making sense.
Yes.
You have to say something sensational or remarkable.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
nobody heard you.
Duh. I don't know what you're talking about. No, Obama.
That's how he gets him in the first place. He just yells out the name Obama before every speech, and they're like, okay, emotionally they're attached.
So
to
then, what does
says.
that tell you? It's not about anything else. It's about that black man.
Intellectual
It never
midgets.
will be
Yeah, exactly.
about anything else.
773-763-9278. News is coming up. We'll be back after the break. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Hi, I'm Chris Fulware, founder of itsashort.com. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
A basic and essential part of any financial plan is savings. Most of whatever cash you have will be there because you put it there, not necessarily because of some fancy investment. Now with Save and Plan, Polaris is introducing a new way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up to save, Polaris will help you develop a customized financial plan and give you a real person to speak with. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com and call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
This is Richard Chu, owner of First Capital Insurance Group, and my message: do what is doable. We each have a different measure of financial success. My mission is to help you define your financial goals in light of a realistic budget and time horizon. I want you to have a great year and a great life, but we have to keep it real. Is your retirement plan giving you the protection, interest rate, and cash you'll need in retirement? If you've had issues with your 401k, IRA, or other financial programs, give us a call. We have proven solutions and we can help. My direct number is 312-243-3907. Let's talk soon, or visit my website, firstcig.com. That's the number 1, stcig.com.
I'm Teresa McDonald, and here are the top stories we are following here at the Family Meeting. A private funeral was held yesterday for Jordan Edwards, the teen who was shot in the head as he sat in the front passenger seat of a car leaving a house party last Saturday when police officers arrived to break it up. The car with Jordan and 4 other teenagers, including his 2 brothers, initially reversed, but it was driving forward when an officer, Roy D. Oliver II, opened fire. He was charged with murder on Friday. The arrest warrant said Mr. Oliver intended to cause serious bodily injury and commit an act clearly dangerous to human life that caused the death of an individual. Mr. Oliver, 37, who was fired by the Balk Springs Police Department within days of the shooting, surrendered on Friday at the Park County Jail west of Fort Worth. He was released after posting a $300,000 bail. The DOJ said Wednesday that it will not bring federal charges against white police officers involved in the high-profile shooting of Alton Sterling, a black man, last year in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The shooting ignited protests around the country over the deaths of African Americans at the hands of police officers. All of the prosecutors and agents involved in this case have come to the conclusion that insufficient evidence exists to charge either officer with a federal crime, said acting U.S. Attorney Corey Amundson, ending a 10-month federal investigation into the death. And finally, Flint, Michigan. We remember them, right? The city that became a symbol of water infrastructure woes in the U.S. after mismanagement by the city and state contaminated the water, says its residents could face foreclosure because of unpaid water bills. The city warned 8,000 plus homeowners that they could get slapped with tax liens if they're more than 6 months behind in their water accounts. Failure to pay a tax lien could eventually result in foreclosure. For about a year, the state paid about 2/3 of residents' water bills, spending more than $40 million to pay for water that didn't meet federal quality standards dating back to 2014, when the city's drinking water source was switched to the Flint River. Tests in January showed that deadly neurotoxin lead levels in the water were improving and within federal limits, prompting the state to end the subsidy on the last day of February. The state of Michigan now has just last month agreed to spend up to $97 million within 3 years for new water lines in 18,000 households. Visit our website, tfmradioshow.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for archived audio and video of the broadcast, as well as our famous music playlist. The news today is sponsored by Mrs. Indecent Exposure Aromatherapy Bath and Body. Mother's Day is next Sunday. Order your handmade gift basket sets for mom that start at just $39.99. And now through Saturday only, our gift certificates are buy one, get one half off. I'm Teresa McDonald, and this has been your TFM Radio Show News. Now keep it right here. We'll be right back with more of the family meeting.
You're listening to Chicago's only independent progressive talk station, 820 AM WCPT Willow Springs and 92.5 WCPT FM DeKalb, Chicago's progressive talk.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. All benefits are subject to policy definitions, limitations, and exclusions. For details, visit qualityouflifeinsurance.com.
When you're doing chores around the house, it makes everything easier when you have the right tools. You wouldn't want to use a hammer to repair the switch on a lamp. The same is true if you're preparing for your future. The right tools make all the difference. For many people, Quality of Life Insurance is the right tool. It's affordable life insurance from an industry leader, so you know it will be there for your family if you die. But it can also be a source of income if you become disabled or have a serious illness and need living benefits to preserve your quality of life, and even gives you options to help build cash value for retirement. It's a versatile tool to help you build for your future. Call your local agent to shed a little light on the advantages of Quality of Life Insurance.
To find out more, contact the Polaris Insurance Agency. Visit polarisadvice.com or call 312-951-2606 to learn about how we can help you make a plan for your future. That's 312-951-2606.
The name of my business is Mrs. Indecent Exposure. We are an intimate aromatherapy, massage, bath, and body shop. We have the best aromatherapy, bath, and skincare products available. You can find us in Chicago and on the World Wide Web. We're located at 6916 West North Avenue in Chicago, 3 blocks east of Harlem Avenue, 773-417-3223. Mrs. Indecent Exposure, MRSNDEXPO.com.
Hey, this is Stephanie Miller. Be sure to tune into my show Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. But right now, keep listening to The Family Meeting on Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT, AM and FM.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the broadcast. We are all over social media right now. We are sitting here with our guest, Derek Colton, Managing Director of Panacea Group, and Florence Hardy of smallbizflow.com. Like us right now on our Facebook page at The Family Meeting Radio. Follow us on Twitter at TFM Radio Show, and live streaming right now, y'all, right now on our YouTube channel, The Family Meeting Radio Show. Welcome back to the broadcast.
Thank you, girl. And so the lines have lit up here.
Yes, they have.
Probably because of something you said.
See, See, it's always somebody else's fault.
It's always you, man. Because every time Tressa says something, somebody somewhere in their house is saying, "Oh hell no."
Let me go ahead and correct her.
Yeah, let me go and get on her.
Do that,
Bring
man.
it. I welcome it because I listen. I got the facts on my side. This ain't no alternative facts radio show.
Let's get the conspiracy brother here today. Conspiracy brother.
Let's see what the so-called button does.
Hey, this is Stephanie Miller. Be sure to tune into my.
That's what the button does when you push it.
No, and I love how I just heard Stephanie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, who's in the studio today? I haven't been in my car.
That Small Biz Flow is here, man. Your girl's here.
Oh, Small Business Flow.
Hello.
See how you said that?
Open up a business just to meet you.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is
That
very
got a thank you.
complimentary.
Wait, you notice I got dropped like a hot rock.
That's right.
Like a hot rock.
Whoa. That doesn't mean you can't.
You can join.
I could ride. I could get in the back seat.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in the car. I should just be happy as long as I'm in the car. Huh?
Bressa, I know you got me straight tripping, but one day Kissy Face is going to get mad and beat my face in. So I can't really do much.
He don't mind. He say ain't no fun if his homie can't have none.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Ready.
Anyway, look, there's something serious we have to talk about. Now, Bill O'Reilly got fired, as we all know. And now the right wing, well, okay, let me rephrase that. The broken right wing, because they just keep falling every time they try to fly, has decided to go after Stephen Colbert for what he said about Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin.
That was pretty good too, wasn't it? That was pretty good what he did.
Well, I will not say what he said. Let me tell you, I was laughing my tail off. That being said,
The
do I
holster.
think he should be fired? No.
Absolutely
Do
not.
I think that as a comedian, he should have the most fun on the planet? Yes. Do I think that the right wing is a bunch of nasty old hypocrites who smell like turds? Yes.
Very descriptive.
Now, I'm sorry, but no, look at those pictures that they keep posting. Do you see one person of color? Do you see one lady?
Not one.
Do you see one female? And every so often, like Kellyanne will show up in a photo, or Melania, or
Yeah, they don't
Ivana.
count. They don't count.
They don't count because they're part of that little frat house.
The White Sausage Fest, man. It's a White Sausage Fest.
Yeah, no, the British would have a field day with all that white pudding instead of black pudding. But just the audacity of these people. Stephen Colbert is not going to get fired. He may get reprimanded, and if so, he can deal with it. But he is not going to get fired. He is bringing in more ratings for CBS than they've had in 10 years since, like, NCIS came on. He is not going anywhere. That would be like if they try to do the family meeting without Eric, and instead of Eric, they bring in, like, Rush Limbaugh. My friends, welcome to the family meeting, my friends.
I've never heard Rush in my life. You know that? I've never listened to Rush Limbaugh.
I've never listened to his
here's
show,
what you
but
do.
I can
No,
hear
here's
him,
what
like,
you
you know,
do.
in the
You go to
media type things.
You go to a barbecue joint, and you go to the washroom, and you listen to the man who ate way too much food, take a dump, and then you can hear.
Oh,
what
come
Rush
on,
Limbaugh
man.
sounds
See, I got
like.
to eat tonight, man.
Exactly.
The visuals are too,
Exactly.
I have too vivid of
Anyway,
an imagination
folks,
for you to
I'll
have
let you
this.
go, but just for today, Ressa and Small Business Flow, you both got me straight tripping booze. Bye.
Thanks, Pat. That's my man, Matt. Let's get Tim. He's calling from Highland. Is it Highland Park or is it Highland, Indiana?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park. Lady B is smoking weed or something. I don't
I'm sorry. Highland Park.
Oh,
you in Highland Park?
Highland Park. She got it right.
She put her glasses on now. Okay.
hey. So two really quick things you've been talking about. First of all, I think the basic issue in the healthcare debate is if we've all agreed that healthcare and health insurance is a right, we're going to have an honest, like, non-confrontational, peaceful debate about what people's responsibilities are. Because right now what we've got is we had one party that passed a program that was probably not sustainable long term, because you can't just have insurance where, oh, gee, if I wreck my car, I can run down and buy insurance now. Everybody is going to have to buy in. If we agree that everybody has to be able to have health care and health insurance, we're going to have to find some way to make everybody buy health insurance.
Everybody.
Exactly.
That's
the only way it
Tim,
works.
Tim, the only answer, I think some of these things have really easy answers.
Vaguely.
The easy answer is to knock the Medicare age down to 0, and you got everybody covered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the other side of that, though. The two things that most people like myself, who often vote Republican, believe is that, first of all, we sort of reject big government solutions, and we would prefer that things not be ran out of Washington, A. And B, and I don't know how much you know about Medicare, but the Medicare reimbursement rates to hospitals and such are so low that the rest of us are really supporting Medicare with our insurance premium.
You mean Medicaid? Medicare rates are higher.
Both.
Medicare rates are higher than Medicaid rates.
Yeah, Medicare are higher, but still, most senior people have, and in countries like Great Britain where they have a national health care service, most people have supplemental insurance because the basic insurance they get isn't that good.
Right. That's why I say lower the Medicare age to 0 and then let these insurance companies move into the Medicare supplement business.
Okay. Well, but there's a lot of people who don't want the government running their health.
But the government isn't running. The government
Republican.
wouldn't be running the health insurance, the healthcare business. What you need, though, if you believe in the principles of actuarial science, is you need a large pool.
Yes,
only the federal government can foster a big pool. You can't have the states trying to pick pools.
Well, see, I would argue, and this is where the Republicans, I think, are probably could win a battle if they pitch it correctly. I think the two things they're, I believe, doing is, first of all, they're pushing all of the laws around what is a good insurance plan and what have you back to the states, which probably makes a lot of sense. Because trying to say that 350 people across the entire country need to buy certain kinds of insurance is just kind of not the greatest idea.
Well, it depends, though, Tim. Tim, it depends. So if you agree that everybody should have access to get checkups, because checkups benefit us all. If you're getting checkups on a regular basis, you're preventing health issues that drive our costs up. So we think that across the board, everybody across the country should have free checkups like Obamacare provided. We agree on that, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but they've done studies and discovered that like 95% of the checkups result in nothing.
Well, that's good, though.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. We want that.
But they're kind of a waste.
How?
No. What's a waste is to wait. It's not get a checkup. Wait till you get sick.
Yeah. Well, but that's assuming you get sick. And the few people who get sick, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not really the point.
So robot testing in your family.
My point really is that you cited the example earlier of Canada that went to a single payer. They went to a single payer because one of the provinces went to single payer, and it worked out so well, they figured out all the kinks, that everybody else went to it too. So my question to everybody in the Democratic Party who really wants a single payer is, okay, pick one of your states and do it.
No, wait, why would we do that when we have all these countries as examples already? Why it's already been experimented with.
The countries actually are wildly different. And some of the countries spend an enormous percentage, way more than you'd ever think, in money that our federal government doesn't have.
Yeah, but
our federal government doesn't really have the power to do that.
One of those things, though, that each one of these countries all have in common, though, is people get sick. That's it. That's the bottom line. Mm-hmm. And if we continue to operate in a reactive manner as opposed to a proactive manner, then we will continue to get what we get with our healthcare system. So like you just minimized the benefits of going and getting an initial checkup that yields nothing. That's a good thing, because then that means that will tell that person, continue on doing what you're doing in your lifestyle. That's going to keep you healthy.
And I'll see you next year.
Yeah, and I'll see you we hope you never get sick. But to ignore science and ignore statistics and that say a man over the age of 40 should be going and getting his prostate checked. And he just said, oh, because I'm not having any problems today, I'm not going. Then down the road, he go, oh, Lord, I can't use the bathroom. Something's wrong.
Come on, man. Y'all too graphic today.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Damn, man.
I mean, Tim, you do have a car, don't you? You get checkup and tune-ups with your automobile, right?
But not nearly as much as they like me to. But my real point is,
Tim's driving a ragged ass car.
Right. I was saying, Uber is not your friend, Tim.
I'm kidding.
But my real point is, I think that the Republicans are pushing something that this is why many people vote Republican. They don't like the way the big government, one-size-fits-all programs often work out, A. And B, they would prefer local control over things.
Yeah, but Tim, I think you're
closer to home.
I think you're
That's why people vote Republican.
I think you're mischaracterizing it, because it wasn't one size fit all. Because there were different levels of plans.
Mm-hmm.
They had all kinds of choices.
They sure did.
So you had lots of choices. It wasn't one size fit all. And by the way,
a lot of people were told that the plan I have today is no longer legit. That there were a lot of people who were kicked off of existing healthcare plans.
But it wasn't
chosen and paid for.
It wasn't a statistical meaningful number.
Well,
and it's going to happen.
Like what most people were talked about, I think.
Yeah, but it was the vocal people who got kicked off. I agree with you, but it wasn't a statistical meaningful number. And it's going to happen. Somebody's not going to like it. Listen, I'm in the insurance business. Every year with my clients, when we renew the health insurance, somebody's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be the case. So there's no such thing as a perfect plan. I get that. But you, as you said at the outset, everybody has to be in the plan. That way we can meet all the statistical analysis under actuarial science. We have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we can't predict outcomes. Fair?
So I would suggest that whatever they do, and then the other side of things that I think the Democrats should have been much more honest about is that the way they set this up is to get the relatively few who have major health issues that you would consider pre-existing conditions or extremely expensive to treat. In order to get those people in the insurance pool, everybody's premiums had to rise, because that's the only way you can do it.
It's not true.
Now,
it's not true, because
that is absolutely
not everybody's premiums rise. Some people's premiums fall.
Well, that was maybe because they were in some bad pool or something. But the bottom line is, if you're going to have all kinds of people getting in the same pool with healthy people who have massive needs, and you're saying that they are not going to have to pay more because of their massive needs, you got to be honest with people and see if people really want to do that.
Well, that's true, though, but that's the definition of insurance, Tim.
Well, but for example, there are high risk pools in auto insurance. If you're a bad risk, you fall into you have DUIs, a lot of wrecks. You fall into an assigned risk pool, and you pay more in auto insurance.
Yeah, but that was a choice that they made to drink and drive. You don't get a choice in whether or not you're born with a pre-existing condition. You don't get a choice in that.
But I'm just saying people need to be honest about it. I'm not saying whether it's right
that's
or wrong.
Right. You're right, though. You're right.
There needs to be a great deal of honesty.
I do. I agree with that, too.
You're right. You can't walk around saying that everybody's premiums are going to go down, because that's not true. You're exactly right.
Yeah,
that's true.
You can't say that.
That's true.
You can't say, and we're going to cover everybody for everything. And people who have either made bad lifestyle choices or fell into a bad gene pool, well, they shouldn't have to pay for that. It's like, well, somebody's going to have to pay for it.
Well, so I would encourage you to go back and look at President Obama, because he said a lot of different things, but he didn't say everybody's premiums are going to go down. Somebody we know who wraps their hair around their head did, though.
Yeah.
Somebody who wraps their... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't vote for him.
That was Trump for 500.
I love
please. That's a Jeopardy. That was a Jeopardy question right there.
But the basic thing of all this is, if and I think this is a huge mistake that both parties now have made. If we're going to say that health care and health insurance are a fundamental right, then we have to have an honest conversation about what is the responsibility that goes that right.
I agree.
Agreed.
Tim, I appreciate it, man. I went to Highland Park High School, by the way, too. So hello, man.
Ooh, did you graduate, I assume?
I did.
Good one, Tim.
At least I ain't got no ragged ass car, though. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it, man. Okay. That's a good conversation, right?
That was an awesome conversation.
Yeah. We listen to everybody here. We
We
ain't like them
do.
other stations when they
We
cut you
do.
off.
They
Oh, you're an
sure.
idiot, and they hang up on them, including the people here, by the way. By the way, when y'all gonna hire some black folks around here, man?
Oh.
Lady B? Who
Sipping
do I talk
my
to about black
tea.
hiring around here?
Sipping my
You
tea.
got no black folks around here, man. I'm just saying. It's supposed to be progressive around here.
Kinky in
There
the
ain't no
air.
black folks. 7-7. Well, we'll be back. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
We in the bed line. Talk to me. I talk fast. Let's talk money. I talk that. Want juice bombs. Oakley shades. Shorty got class. Oh, behave. Let's get going. Walk it out. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. We gon' have fun. You gon' see. On that Patron, you should get like me. I'ma buy you a drink.
Hi, I'm Donna Miller, and I'm president of Democratic Women of the South Suburbs. Keep listening to the family meeting.
Is your child prepared for the school year? Getting started early means a better chance of getting ahead. Masters Plus Tutoring in Homewood is the program that works. No matter what your child needs to prepare for the coming academic year, better study habits, organizational skills, or time management, Masters Plus can help. In fact, they tutor students in all subjects from kindergarten through college. Perhaps ACT, SAT, or Catholic high school prep are in order. Just visit mptutors.com and request a consultation. All sessions are taught by certified instructors in a private one-to-one setting to ensure each student receives individualized instruction. Whether your child is at a basic level or reaching for advanced placement, Masters Plus Tutoring can help. Call 708-798-8400 or visit them on the web at mptutors.com. Mention WCPT and you'll receive a $25 tuition credit with a purchase of 4 hours or more. That's mptutors.com.
Polaris is introducing a new way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
The law office of Darnell Lyles is ready to help you, whether it's personal injury, criminal, DUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9-LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck.
You better call Darnell.
Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI?
I think you better call Darnell.
Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony?
I think you better call Darnell.
Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm?
I think you better call Darnell.
When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home?
I think you better call Darnell.
That's right. You better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles. Darnell Lyles.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my
My name is Lionel Allen Jr., Urban Prep Academies, www.urbanprep.org, and welcome back to the family meeting.
Welcome back to the broadcast. We are having a great conversation today, y'all, aren't we? Our guest today, Derek Colton. Yeah, plus we can always tell how the mood of the show is going to go. You know how?
Yeah.
By the music that you choose. And today,
hey, big man can dance, baby.
I was about ready to get up and walk it out. Going to break with me. I'll tell you, you could always tell how the show's going to go based upon the playlist that Eric has. Today, I said it.
It was some pop. Yeah,
I said it.
Yeah.
Our guest today, Derek Colton, Managing Director of Panacea Group, and my girl, Florence Hardy, of SmallBizFlow.com.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so here's the deal, man. So we got all these calls holding. I appreciate y'all calling. Everybody gets to talk on the family meeting. We know that, right? But we're at that time crunch right now. So you got a minute. You got to get it in a minute. I know you've been holding for a long time. Somebody said, damn, E, I've been... I know you're saying that right now.
I know, right?
My bad. My bad.
We got you, though. We got you.
That's how it goes sometimes. You should get on YouTube. And
I'm telling you,
you can comment right there.
Yeah, they could put their question, and I would read
said
it.
Mary was taking a nap? What the hell Mary doing taking a nap during the family meeting?
Mary said at the beginning of the show, remember I told her she was going to get on you again for dissing the Dems?
Yeah.
She said she heard me say her name, and she jumped straight up out the bed and grabbed her phone. She said her eyes just popped open.
I don't really think her name is Mary Mouse. I really don't.
I do.
This sounds like some sort of a stage name.
Okay.
It's a stage name.
Mary, you hear him, right? I know you do. Get it.
Mary Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse.
No, he didn't.
It just rings like that. That's not her real name.
It is.
I bet you $1.
No, I don't take that. She said LOL. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see who's been holding the longest. Let's get Christine, because Flo said Christine had something to say.
Something to say.
I think so.
Yeah. What's up, Christine?
Or not.
Oh, Christine. No.
Put her back on hold.
Yeah, let's put her on hold for a second. We'll get back to you, Christine, in a second. Let's get Nick. He's calling from Sandwich. Sandwich.
Hey.
What's up, man? How things in Sandwich? Is it a ham sandwich or a bologna sandwich today?
Oh, today is a bologna sandwich.
My man, did you fry that bologna?
Oh no.
Oh, wait, Nick. A bologna sandwich that's not fried.
I did not eat a bologna sandwich. I wouldn't even eat a fried bologna sandwich.
Come on, man. You need to come by the house then. I'll fry some bologna up for you. Put some mustard on it and get you organized.
And we know.
I've had it. It's not bad.
You ain't had it right.
You got to burn it up a little bit to make it right, man. You can't just warm it up.
Got some onions on that bad boy.
Yeah,
with
man.
some mustard.
Oh, well, yeah. Little onions. I think
We know Nick.
No onions. He said onions. No onions.
Caramelized
I thought you
onions.
just said onions.
Yeah, definitely
Onions and
caramelized
mustard.
onions.
Oh, caramelized, yeah. I thought you just gonna put raw onions on there. I'm like, no.
Just straight flat fried bologna, mustard, 2 pieces of white bread. Smash that mug together with your hands.
But you got to burn up the bologna though. You got to burn
You
it
got to
up.
burn it. You got to definitely burn the edges. Smash it together with your hands and bite.
I'm gonna make
That's
you
it.
some when I get home, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I just wondered that first caller, his arguments about the whole paying into the system, all these guys that are calling in to pay about the paying into the system, they keep reiterating, basically reinforcing my argument, and I agree with Eric. Age zero for Medicare.
Yep.
So
Medicare
age
for
zero
all, like
Medicare.
Bernie says. Medicare for all.
Medicare for all, not single payer. None of this. Just Medicare for all. Just make it done. And it's not the government controlling it. It's just the government paying for it. That's it.
Yeah, I think the critical mistake that they make and we make is that we conflate health insurance with health care, and they're two different things. And as long as we don't deal with the underlying cost of health care, you'll never fix health insurance.
Yep.
Yeah. And the health insurance itself is a whole scam on its own. It's 25, 30% overhead, and Medicare is a 3% overhead. So 97% of the money paid into Medicare goes into the care. It's a no-brainer, and I can't wrap my head around how these people justify not even going that way.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. Take care.
Later from Sandwich.
My man from Sam. Let's get Judy. She's calling from Chicago. Watch this. Judy. You knew that was coming, didn't you?
No, that was fast. I had to take my phone off speaker. But anyway, here I am. Yeah, you guys have such a tremendous show. I am.
Thank you.
My blood gets boiling listening to you guys.
That doesn't sound healthy. Maybe you should get some Obamacare.
I know. There's just a few quick things I wanted to get in. First of all, that last guy was tremendously right. Medicare for all from day one.
Mm-hmm.
That would do it. That's what we need. But in the meantime, I have to say that I think the Republican Party has become the scariest hate group in the world. That is what they have become.
Wow.
They are just absolutely horrible with every decision that they make. And that illegitimate guy that wraps his hair around his head in the White House, I really feel like he didn't really win at all. I think that the Russians hacked into some of these compute. That's what
the
I
voting
feel.
machines. Yeah.
Actually hacked in, and they wanted so much to get him in and not have Hillary in. I mean, Hillary had a plan. Hillary had policies that she was going to put. I know you guys remember when President Obama got up there for her, and they said, because I watched it all. Of course, I was glued to the TV, and I even got to go to the Democratic National Convention. It was fabulous.
Really?
Yes, it was really neat.
Why didn't you call me? Damn, Judy, I thought we were tight, man.
Oh, yeah, I should have brought you, Eric. Oh,
right.
gosh, you were actually my first choice, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good answer.
But, what I was going to say is, remember when President Obama got up there and he was saying, Hillary will be the best president ever. She'll be better than you, Bill, and she'll even be better than me.
He did.
She will be the most remarkable president ever. And I just pictured her being like an FDR, saying in front of all these masses of people, you hate me and I welcome your hate.
I think I agree. I think she would have been a fantastic president, but unfortunately, she was a terrible campaigner.
Yeah.
She wasn't the best at campaigning. That is for sure. But if people just really looked into her policies and stuff, they would have seen it.
Okay, next time, Judy, take me with you, okay?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I will, Eric.
Okay, take care then.
Okay, thanks. I guess that's it. I've got other stuff, but I'll let other people talk.
Give it to us next week. Don't call next week, will you?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Vince has been on the road. So what are you, in a truck or a car or what, man? What are you in?
I'm on my way back from my daughter from school. She's at school in Iowa, so I'm going back.
Oh, wow. She's in Iowa. Okay. There's nothing out there. Good Lord.
No, I know. Absolutely, there's nothing out there.
It's windy as hell. There's nothing stopping the wind out there. It's just wind blow across the field.
Yep.
Exactly. So here's my deal. I'm going to give you guys some real world examples. The rest knows how I get past it sometimes. So anyways, my thing is this. This is a partisan thing like it was 5 years ago with ACA, and now it's a partisan thing again. Eric and I talked about this a couple months ago. Like you said, Medicare for all. So my big problem with this whole situation right now is that I'm in a situation where there's a lot of people like me who have to pay per month for this insurance. I have a $12,000 deductible. My daughter's prescription costs $300 a month. Doesn't ever pay for that because I'll never meet the deductible. And now, because I lost the tax benefit, I have to pay $22,000 this year if I want to keep my $12,500 deductible, which is beyond bad. And I have another friend who's going through the same situation. So my thought is, I want you guys to get rid of all the politics and make a decision to do what's right for everybody, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, because this has to stop. The fact of the matter is, we have somebody who has a pre-existing condition, if it's asthma, if it's heart or cancer, I have no problem helping pay for someone like that. If someone is a drug abuser and this may sound bad, but if you're not born mentally obese, but if you become obese as you get older, you have to realize how to take care of yourself. And we need to get in a situation where we help everybody, but do it in a way that's positive versus negative all the time. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
It does, Absolutely. So I'm saying Vince for president. Silence now. Okay. Okay, man.
There's clapping going on?
Yeah. They're clapping because they want Vince for president. Man.
Vince for president.
Yeah.
You need a glove to catch that one.
Hey, listen, man. On the way back here, stop with some sandwiches on the way back. All right.
I will. I
All
promise.
right. All right. Take care, man.
care.
See you later. Drive safe.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Let's get Paul on the Northwest side here. Paul, what's up, man?
Yes, I will talk fast. I have 4 important points to make. Number one, the Republicans who vote for unpopular things, who aren't scared of losing their seats, think that the extremely generous contributions from lobbyists, special interests, and folks like Sheldon Adelson and the Koch brothers will enable them to drastically outspend their opponents. But the reality is, if enough people resent them, they'll still get voted out. Number one. Number two, the GOP would have desperately wanted to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, even if a white president was responsible for its implementation. Yes, the Republicans are extremely jealous of a black president's achievements, but the main reason they can't stand Obamacare is because they are beholden to the health insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies who hate being regulated, and the filthy rich who can't stand giving away their pocket change so the rest of us don't have to die if we get sick.
Wow.
Point 3, even many intellectually curious people are poorly informed because there are zillions of conservative propaganda radio stations and only a handful of progressive channels. Chicago has 1 WCPT and 3 conservative stations and very few liberal anchored news shows on TV as well. And number 4, Colbert was extra nasty to Trump because he was outraged at Trump's rudeness to John Dickerson on Face the Nation. Yeah. You're fake news. I call your show to Face the Nation. He walked out because he didn't want to answer a question. He just walked away. I mean, Colbert said, you insult one of us here at CBS, you insult all of us. Mr. Dickerson may be too dignified to give it back to you, but I'm not. And all I can say is, God bless Colbert for that.
That's right. Hey, Paul, let me ask you a question, man.
Sure.
So why does he wrap his hair around his head like that, man?
Well,
He's gonna try to give you an answer too.
He probably thinks it makes him smarter. He knows he can't admit
He's trying
that
to
he has
protect
no
what little brain cells he's got.
I think he thinks he looks good like that. Do you think that's the case?
Well, I don't think there's anything that could make him look good.
Hey, Paul, thanks, man. I appreciate you, man.
Talk to you next week.
Okay, take care. It's my man, Paul. Good points, man.
Yep.
It's a passionate issue for sure.
Absolutely.
And first off, it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
No.
Somebody take a civics lesson and understand that it didn't happen.
Man.
The way they've presented is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. If somehow or another the legislation they propose gets to and through the Senate like it is, or some close version of it, we're talking about the red states who are going to suffer. I mean, we're going to have a few people that are right-minded who are going to suffer. But those idiots,
massive suffering.
They're going to be the ones suffering. So I wouldn't even worry about it. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's anyway.
And actually, they probably just going to go back to the way they were before Obama came in office,
which would be crushing for their states.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Right. But they have no. I mean,
no idea.
They don't have no idea.
And what they're going to do is believe it's because of the blacks and the Mexicans that we live this way.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. It's the same thing.
Well, the PR will be
I
blacks
guess-
and Mexicans.
Did you guys see the fight last night? Cesar Chavez Jr.
Talk about that during the break.
Okay.
All right. Stay tuned for more, y'all.
Producers job. They want to be down with the king. The wanted man from the wanted clan. Wanted by every fan across the land. Got G-A-N-G off the street. R-U-N-D-M-C complete. Who's that?
This is Austin Smith, student at Howard University. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
A basic and essential part of any financial plan is savings. Most of whatever cash you have will be there because you put it there, not necessarily because of some fancy investment. Now with Save and Plan, Polaris is introducing a new way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up to save, Polaris will help you develop a customized financial plan and give you a real person to speak with. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com and call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
Itsashort.com. The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITFASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
I'm the one you really want, but you just can't see it. I tried and tried to make you understand, won't believe it. It's a shame. You're missing out on a good thing. And it's a shame. You can't see a damn thing. Well.
Hi, this is Jeff Lee, Eric Boyd from HU. Welcome back to the family.
It's like an all Howard all the time show.
You know what? I'm not ready to get up.
Can I get it, y'all?
HU?
You
know.
You don't understand. Don't understand.
I'm about to get up and walk out.
You can still go.
Hey, Lady B.
I gotta go back.
Come on in here, man.
We have online classes.
You know, they got online
Yeah,
classes, master's degrees, PhD.
No, you know what? That felt good, though. Didn't it feel good?
It felt
Absolutely.
Hold on a second.
I got
Hey,
motive.
you
know.
I don't understand. Come here.
It's getting stronger and
Come here.
stronger every time. The more you do it, it gets stronger and stronger.
Wait a minute. So how do you say you know in Spanish? Ustedes?
Ustedes.
Okay, say HU then.
No, you say HU.
In Spanish.
You say HU,
HU.
and she'll say it.
You
Y'all ain't ready, man.
Nice.
So we are bilingual HU people,
There
man.
we go.
What's up, man?
I think you didn't even know you spoke
They
Spanish,
don't
did you?
understand, man. That's all I know, though. That and tacos. I don't,
Tacos is not Spanish.
isn't it? I don't know. Because I don't speak Spanish. How would I know?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, let's clean up the lines here. Let's go with Frank calling from Canaryville. Frank, what's up, man?
Eric, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. This is changing the subject, and I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Mr. Trump put in Mr. Carson, Benjamin Carson, to chair the SHA, which is in charge of the Chicago Housing Authority. And I wanted to get your take on what you think Mr. Carson might do, because in my opinion, that is a win-win situation. I know some landlords who make good money off of the subsidies. They get their guaranteed check on the first of the month. And people who can't afford rent, you know, for whatever reason, lack of education, they can't get a job or whatever,
Did he say that?
their amount that I've heard as low as $66 or even less. And I really would not like to see that program destroyed. And I was just wondering if you had given that any thought.
I sure have. In fact, one of the things that I think is good about Dr. Carson and the idiot in the White House is that they don't know what they're doing. And hopefully
Right.
they stumble through this thing and they don't mess up things that are going well. That's what I hope for.
Me too.
Yeah. You sound like you're a landlord too. Are you a landlord?
I am. I don't have any CHA tenants, but I'll tell you, I would not mind. I mean, that's a guaranteed check by the government the first of the month, and the tenants get a good break, and those homes get inspected every year. They have to be in good condition. And I think I don't like all federal programs, but I think that's a fantastic program.
And when the tenants move out, the CHA tends to fix any damage too. But it comes with some bureaucracy. You should, watch what you hope for.
Does. Right.
Yeah,
right.
be careful. Hey man, this is your first time calling?
No, I called you last year. Matter of fact, I was pretty sure that Hillary was going to win the election. You said, well, Trump could win. And boy, were you spot on.
I told y'all. Why you wait so long to call back, man? What's wrong? You been locked up or what?
No, you actually hung up on me. Just, I called about maybe 3 months ago, and either I dropped the call or there may have been some malfunction.
Oh,
so
my bad.
no big deal. I love your show.
All right, Frank, I appreciate you, man. Take care.
Thanks, you too, Eric. Bye.
Okay. So let's see what's on my man Tom's mind. Tom, what's up, man?
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta wake up for a second and stuff, man. Hold on a second. Hold on. See, I took my blue pills and stuff and was all calm and stuff, man. But listening to this stuff, man, has just totally sent me over there. I know you think I'm gonna sit up here and go ranting and raving, talking about the celebration back there in the Rose Garden and stuff with individuals too ignorant of the process of how things work in America. I know you think I'm gonna sit up here and rant and rave about pre-existing conditions. You know they are very important pre-existing conditions, because the first thing that you would have to ask yourself is, how long is the people of the United States of America going to be stupid? How long are you going to eat popcorn and drink pop and continue not to follow some basic principles in which I have been telling you over and over and over again? It starts out with, first, they outsourced the jobs. Then magically the housing market just went up in flames. Then we got too big to fail, and the only people that failed was the little guys that helped the other people stay big. Now people are sitting up here wondering and worrying about their insurance and stuff because all of those people voted for a nutcase, and now they come to find out that the Obamacare was really the Affordable Care Act. Oh, God, what are we going to do next? I know. Keep listening to the family meeting, because as far as Tommy is concerned, hell, he's going fishing. Goodbye.
Tommy's gone fishing.
Hey man, I want that blue pill. You gotta call Tommy back. I need, boy, that blue pill does that. I need that.
The theatrics, though.
That was Tommy's tantrum. You can catch Tommy at some point during the 5 o'clock hour during the family meeting every Sunday. Thank you, Tom, for getting it out. See, we gotta let Tom get it out. Otherwise,
it's over.
Something happened on the street.
Man, we'll read about him.
Tommy,
we'll read about him.
I need to use that pill, that blue pill right there.
Oh, boy. So here's the thing, though. So everybody's running around with their hair on fire. This healthcare thing is not a thing. It's not a thing. Calm down.
Okay.
Right? The only thing that you learn from this is that the Republicans in the House are idiots.
Right.
Just blithering idiots.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll find out now if the Republicans in the Senate are idiots at the same level.
At the same level, yeah. We sure will.
The process is the Senate gets it and they make their changes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already saying we're going to write our own bill.
Yeah.
If they write a different bill, any word changes, it has
to go back to the House.
To Congress.
Yeah.
Well, I think it goes to conference first, right?
Well, yeah, to the
a joint conference between the House and the Senate. And then whatever they come out with, it goes back to Congress. And then they vote on it again. And they may change it.
Yeah, they may change, and then they send it back to the Senate. Yeah.
So by the time these idiots figure this out, because I'm betting you this, right? I'm a prognosticator, because I'm like people are bird watchers. I'm idiot watcher, right? I know the patterns, the migratory patterns of idiots, right? The Senate's going to take 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months at least to come up with something.
But they had to give that man something. You know what I'm saying? They had to make it seem.
Give him a haircut.
Yeah. I agree. But they had to do something to change the narrative. Again, we're being distracted. We haven't talked about Russia. We haven't talked about Flynn. We haven't talked about any of that. That's kind of like went by the wayside. It's like a footnote now.
Listen, the thing with Russia is Flynn was an agent of Russia.
Right? Oh, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Trump in his campaign, at least, was involved with Russia.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I think the FBI is coming for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just a matter of time. As soon as they got their little case together, they're gonna chase him. Can you imagine him in jail with Bubba and Skillet? talking to him in jail. You don't understand.
You have to be watching.
You can't have my sandwich. No booty for you.
All right. This is unconstitutional.
Right. We're being there talking about China.
Oh my God.
China. Obama.
Oh, speaking of, did you see what's his name? Not the other, Jimmy Fallon.
Did I hear you scratching your head just then?
Did you? Yeah, did you hear
I could hear that.
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Good Lord, you scratched the hell out of your head, man.
I was trying to.
I might see blood.
No, I was thinking Jimmy Kimmel, but I wanted to. Speaking of, Jim, didn't that just break your heart when he was talking about his son with the pre-existing condition? But no, Jimmy Fallon had the reporter was his name Glick, Jiminy Glick, that's played by Martin Short, that one character.
Oh, yeah, with the hair thing. Yeah.
Man, they roasted Trump.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
It is. They
Find
roasted
that, share it
Trump.
on their Facebook
I will
page.
do that. I will do that. But it was so funny. He kept trying to get him to say China, right? He said, say China. China.
Okay, so y'all got anything interesting going on y'all want to share? No, I didn't think so, right?
Come on, Flo. You had something you were going to share with us today from
Flo got like a million businesses all at
I
once.
have a lot of stuff going on all the time.
That's what makes y'all
Give us
like
something.
because
Give me something
Derek
that's
got
gonna
that
make
too.
me.
He got like 155 businesses. He
right.
Well, I guess the only thing that I can say right now is I'm working really hard to get individuals to invest in our local businesses. So anything that I can do to help people understand that now they can invest in small businesses where they couldn't before prior to the Jobs
You got a
Act.
crowdfunding thing going on, right?
Yeah.
Hey, ding ding. I'm a small business.
Okay.
I could use some
Are you
crowdfunding.
looking for some crowdfunding?
I could use some crowdfunding.
All right. Well, that's what I help people do. So all day, every day, that's my sole purpose, to help local businesses get investment from those around them.
Perfect.
Get some free money,
I'm
man.
gonna be coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
I want you. Let's do it.
Smallbizflow.com.
Yeah, that's it.
Should they call you, man, or no?
They should definitely call me because we can see exactly what happened. Panacea Group, we're working on economic development in terms of, we're working on economic development from both the consumer side and the business side. The consumer side, we're trying to take care of the number one thing other than not having a job is having bad credit. Having bad credit will cost you thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yes.
The system is set up for you to have bad credit on purpose so they can hit you with 10%, 15% interest rates for simple things like just buying a regular automobile. Here, an automobile costs $5,000. By the time they finish with you, it'll be like $12,500 for the same thing. So the main thing is probably just, try to do it yourself, or if not, Panacea will be happy to help you guys out in getting your credit repaired, getting it fixed, getting trade lines, and also getting you funded. So since I have my relationships right next to me, it's like a double duo. We can really, I'll start you off at the bottom and take you all the way to the top and pass you on.
I think I got a cousin named Panacea, really. I think I really got a cousin.
It's Panacea.
Look her up, man.
It's Panacea.
I think Panacea had a couple babies.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That sounds like it.
Panacea Grant. You know her, don't you?
I mean, who doesn't know her?
Panacea get around, don't you?
And real quick, if you guys want to find us, we are on YouTube. Just type in Panacea Credit.
You better spell it.
Panacea Credit. CREDIT. That's Panacea Credit. We got 2 wonderful videos out there that you can look at, and the phone number is there.
There you go.
Like him right now. Look at this.
You gonna look it up now?
Yeah.
Share that on our Facebook
Man.
page so they can see that. If I knew how to, I'd share it on Twitter, but I don't.
It's
the Twitter
complicated.
thing
Twitter
comes
is
too
just
fast for me. I
complicated.
can't do the
Twitter is not complicated.
Man, it's
What are
too
you, like
fast.
22 or something? What are you?
YouTube. You're on YouTube. Did I say Facebook or YouTube?
You said YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
I see Panacea Credit right here.
Well, we on both, but the videos are on YouTube.
Bam.
Bam.
Won't he do it?
It won't be.
So I heard my man Tom Hartman this week, who's on around 11 a.m. I think around the station. Another one of the white dudes around here. They're not all white dudes. Where the black people at, Lady B? feel like I'm on Do the Right Thing. Where the black people at? Anyway, so he did a poll on his show, and he asked, who do you want to be the next Democratic nominee for president? It was interesting. He did it for about half an hour, I think. He just took calls. They would just tell him, and he'd hang up and go to the next person. Tulsi Gabbard, is that her name? Is she from Hawaii or something?
Oh, yes. I know who you're talking about, the representative from over there, or the senator.
She was the one that got most of the attention.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder, did they say why they chose her?
He just was getting like names and hanging up on them. So I'm like, okay, who is she? What are you trying to do now? Listen, I think that the Democrats have a tremendous opportunity to take back the House and the Senate now. And they're gonna do their damnedest to blow it. Do their damnedest. So? Man. You see him singing on the floor the other day?
Oh my God. Nah. Hey, goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that.
What kind of little simple 8th grade garbage?
Yeah, that was kind of classless. Very classless.
They gonna keep that good job. They got a good job. They ain't gonna mess that good job up.
Man, please. I thought that was like, okay, y'all ain't ready to win this thing for real. Y'all playing around with this thing. But let's hope otherwise. I promise you I'll be involved. We'll be involved here.
Yes, we will.
If any of the candidates have any guts to come here and participate with the family meeting, you're welcome to come here with us. Because everybody who's come here, every candidate who's come here got the family meeting bump.
Yes, they did.
That's right.
Yes, they did.
You understand? You come here, you get bumped, man. Everybody who had the guts to come here.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
They have to have the guts.
And you know I ain't gonna talk around it. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it.
As they say, we keep it raw real up in here.
You do not understand. You do not understand, do you? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. That's all the time we have. I want to thank my guests today. Small Biz Flow, smallbizflow.com.
Hello.
And Derek Colton, he's with the Panacea Group.com. Go there and you'll find all kind of businesses. Tressa, thank you for the news.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for the little experiment we ran today.
I know, right? I hope it worked.
Thank you for the Spanish Lady B. That's right. Tune into the family meeting every Sunday at 4. I'm your host, Eric Grant. Peace.
You can be my big daddy. Take it slowly. Have it whole night. Drive your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy.
My mahogany dime, I spend quality time. Cute face, haircut, like the Halle design. Keep my dad laced up with fly gear and makeup. But you should see her when she wake up. Never.
Did you know you can listen to WCPT's stream via their website, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, and Windows Media? Click the Listen Live tab at WCPT820.com.
Emmanuel Macron has been elected president of France. Correspondent Jim Bitterman reports Macron will have to hit the ground running.
Out of the box here, he's got to name a cabinet in this first week. He's going to be inaugurated as president a week from today. Then he faces legislative elections, so he's going to be moving very fast, but we know that he's very organized.
Macron has vowed to cut corporate and housing taxes. North Korea has taken a 4th American into custody, identified as Kim Hak-sung, who had been working for the Pyongyang University of Science and Technology. Correspondent Ivan Watson.
This comes barely 2 weeks after North Korea detained a U.S. academic who goes by the name Tony Kim, who'd been working for several weeks at the same Pyongyang University and facing the same charges.
Wall Street may be headed for a lower opening. S&P futures down a fraction. The Dow futures down a point. I'm Ann Cates. Former Acting Attorney General Sally Yates will appear tomorrow before a Senate subcommittee to testify about one-time National Security Advisor Michael Flynn and his ties to Russia. Ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Dianne Feinstein, appeared on NBC's Meet the Press.
She apparently has some information as to who knew what when that she is willing to share, and that would be what she knew about Michael Flynn's connections.
Gasoline prices are drifting lower. Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg says the decline is an anomaly.
This is a time of year when prices at the pump commonly rise.
Hey, similar next to Goldie Flakes. You might feel, man, creeping through your room late at night. It's hell, or water better stead, so get it right. You be like, damn, it's that big man. We all up to life. That's right. Game airtight, while you caught up in the hype. That's right. Pep Jiggy, BNBJiggy. Baby, you ready for Big Daddy?
I want your body.
Say what?
The way you touch.
Here we go, mama.
Driving in your Cadillac.
That's right.
You can
That's
be
right.
my big daddy. driving in your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy.
You on my mind like all the time. You genuine and you fine. Vision you like dollar sign. Booby all that and then some. Job all that. Mad income. And New York is where she represent from. 24/7. You the one that I be sweating. You a dime, that's no question. Couldn't be nothing less. Sexually, the best next to me. I confess, you got me hooked on like phonics. Open heads on. Now sip you ready. You give them all like Demi. Good and plenty. Nothing could compare to you. Boo, I swear to you. I feel for you. For real for you. All I wanna do is be with you. Might even steal for you. You walk like you talk like you sexy. When you kiss me, you bless me, undress me, caress me. You on my mind like all the time. You genuine and you fine. Vision you like dollar sign. Yeah.
I want your body.
Say what?
The way you touch me. Driving in your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy. Take it slowly.
Say what?
Have it whole night. Driving in your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy. I want your body. The way you touch me. Driving in your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy. Take it slowly. Have it whole night. Driving in your Cadillac. You can be my big daddy. I want your body. The way you touch me.
Kiss the back of my neck bone. Make it hot like Louisiana. Shoot, that's so good.
Sweet like sweet potato pie, like collard greens and yams on the side. I'm full from top to the bottom, and this ain't no lie. I'm hot like Mississippi, burning in the middle of July. I'm saying, whoa, 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 so good, whoa, whoa. You got me saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Sip me up like lemonade from a mason jar. Make it good like some chicken fried in a pan of lard. I'm getting spoiled like the beans, and I can't.
Whoa, well. I love the lie and lie the love. Hanging on, we push and shove. Possession is the motivation. Messing up the whole damn nation. Looks like we always end up